The past few months, I have not been very consistent to posting on YouTube. Last year, I had 2 back surgeries that really should have only been 1. So I basically spent most of 2024 dealing with a complete identity crisis. During the months, I spent time feeling sorry for myself. I had a lot of time to think about why I opened a gym, why I became a coach, and why I wanted to make a career out of helping people reclaim their lives, not just for themselves, but for their families as well. I've spent the last 10 years of my life coaching all different types of people from all different backgrounds. And after spending most of 2024 just trying to figure out what the heck am I going to do now after I've jacked my back up and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything ever again. But I think I have figured out why I did all those things, why I opened a gym, why I wanted to be a coach. And the truth is, I just like a really good story. You see, a good story is why people become so invested in these long-running TV shows, movies, sports teams that used to be bad and now they're good. It's all about a good story. My wife and I have amassed this huge DVD collection, mostly of like 80s and early 90s, relatively cringy action movies. Sometimes the more cringy, the better. But it's because we're huge fans of stories, and most humans are. And as a gym owner and a coach, I help people write a successful story, hopefully. And for me and my own story, I became relatively debilitated the later part of 2023. I had a few friends that are not involved in fitness that were kind of like rubbing it in my face that, oh yeah, you went to the gym and hurt yourself. Look what happened to them. I'm fairly convinced that it's from a pretty gnarly chiropractic adjustment, just given the orientation of this L5 fracture. I've talked about that in other videos. You can watch those if you want. But my own story and my own progression, I had to spend a year figuring out who the heck I was and maybe who the heck I was going to be, if I was going to be able to do anything as a coach or a gym owner. And luckily we have made, let's say a full recovery at this point, and I'm moving well now. But something that I haven't shared a whole lot is that I do a lot of video and photography work for various nonprofits all around the world. And as I'm looking at both sides of this for me in my life as a gym owner, coach, documentary filmmaker for some of these nonprofits, can those things coexist? Are they able to? Why are those different? Maybe they're not. And I think I've realized that they're not. They're the same thing. It's about writing a story, not only for yourself, but for other people. And that's why I'm gravitated towards that. And I want to do more of that in the coming months. That's why I haven't been super consistent over the past, 6 months, because I've just been a little pissy, been a little frustrated figuring out what to do and how to progress from here. And I'm just going to post things that I like. It might not be tutorials on fitness stuff. It might not be product reviews. It might be some camera stuff, might be some filmmaking stuff, might be stuff like this, just, espousing my thoughts to the world, and maybe it can click for some people, maybe not. But a lot of personal development, introspective things that I've had to go through over the past, let's say 15 years. A lot of that has come through podcasts and YouTube videos. And if it can resonate with someone, cool. If it doesn't, that's cool too. Just for documentative purposes, it's given me something to do and keeping me accountable for that. So be on the lookout for some more stuff. Hopefully, I'm going to try to be more consistent and more helpful to people. And we'll see you in the next one.